What are the best sealed Pokemon products to pick up in 2023? Now, I normally do videos like this each and every month of what is the best product to pick up for that particular month. And today we have a little bit of a twist. It's not from me. This is actually going to be from TCG Player. So let's see what TCG Player has to say about the best sealed product to pick up this year. Alright guys, so today we'll be taking a look at another bunch of sealed products, or best sealed products really, to pick up in 2023. Now this is actually an article on TCG Player. We're going to see what kind of things that they suggest compared to what I suggest. Now I always say it's best to look around, shop around on different ideas and different thoughts from different people, because everyone has different opinions of what is a good product to pick up right now. So today we're going to be taking a look at TCG Player. Let's get into it. If we take a look, we've got the best sealed Pokemon products to pick up in 2023 from TCG Player. Now this article came out on the 28th of June, so about a month ago, okay? So let's get into it. Let's see what they say. Not much has come out since then, really, so let's see what we got. So we got Paldea Evolved Booster Box. We have here 2023 is looking to be a great year for Pokemon. Absolutely, especially with the Scarlet and Violet era. Here we have it, a Paldea Evolved Booster Box to kick us off. We've got $104 right now. And it's a good, I think it's a good set. I think it's a good set for its second set in the era. I do think it's pretty good. It has been dropping since its release. And I think it will continue to drop, as more stuff comes out, as more, stock hits the shelves and reprints and the like. Obviously, the Ono is the big money card of the set, and it's actually a pretty valuable card, to be perfectly honest. And like I said, Paldea Evolved is the most recent set. Obviously, has the special illustration art of Iono. Let's take a look at this. So we're looking at $106, $107 for the Iono. Holding pretty well. We saw the Miriam actually plummet. So it's interesting to see that, the Iono is holding pretty strong. Even though I don't like the idea that it is a trainer, not a Pokemon, but there you go. Then we got Obsidian Flames. Now this is the new set that's going to be coming out in August, but basically, 2 weeks from now, pretty much. I think this set's going to be actually not too bad. From some of the cards we've already seen, it looks pretty good. You got two massive Charizards in the set. Hopefully that will carry. Market price, $115. We haven't really talked about the market price of Obsidian Flames yet because, well, when we first started talking about it, it was quite a way out, to be fair. Now we're getting closer. We're going to start talking about it. So $115, I mean, it has been dropping. It is following suit of the other two sets, but I do feel like this will probably have a little bit extra value only because of the Charizards, but we'll have to wait and see. But it does look like I'm going to get my wish as the biggest card in the set. And since for some, Paldea Evolved is already old news. I mean, to be fair, it was pretty much old news for a lot of people, maybe like 2 weeks after the release of the set, which is, pretty crazy. But I do feel like Obsidian Flames could do well, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll be doing an upcoming video going more deep into it, mainly because the whole set list isn't out yet. So once we get the set list, we can talk about some more. Next, we got the 151 Booster Bundle. Now, I've mentioned a little bit about this before. This is the best Pokemon 151 product that you can pick up to crack packs. Not the ETBs, not the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, not the Pokemon Center, ETBs or anything like that. These booster bundles are the best for your money. You get 6 packs in there, which is pretty decent. Now, the market price on TCG Player is $31, which I think is actually quite high. Now, I think they retail, I think it's supposed to be like 27, 28. A little bit cheaper. It's supposed to work out roughly around, $4 or so per pack. For 151, which I think is absolutely fantastic. If you get the ETB, you get like 10 packs in there. $50, you're looking at $5 a pack. The booster bundle is supposed to be like a cheaper alternative, but you don't get all the accessories and the promos and stuff. Just want packs. This is still, in my opinion, the best one. Like it says here, this set is pure nostalgia bait. Literally, it goes for all our oldies that love the original Pokemon, and this set's gonna be incredible, right? Comes out the end of September. Everyone's losing their minds over it. It's like celebrations all over again. This is going to be huge, but the booster bundle is the best way. So it's an excellent way to get your hands on a healthy number of the cards from the miniature sets. There's only it is a small set, to be fair, just like Celebration. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. But yeah, these are the best, bang for your buck, really. Next up, we have Crown Zenith Booster Pack, or Crown Zenith kind of in general. I agree with this. We have Crown Zenith quite easily. You can get a hold of it, and one of the best sets, if not, I'm argue the best set in Sword and Shield era. Even though the single card prices are dropping, the booster packs themselves are also dropping, which means it's great time to pick them up. As you can see, we go back 6 months. This was nearly $6 a pack. Now we're looking around about $420, $430. And it's, you know, it says like, first, what might be obvious, Crown Zenith is a great set, full stop. Absolutely. It is the final set to feature the Sword and Shield Pokemon, and it's been going out with a bang. I mean, as we saw, all those gold V-stars, the pull rates are fantastic. I think Crown Zenith is great just to pick up. I wouldn't like keep sealed loose booster packs, but I would keep sealed the Zacian Zamazenta boxes, the ETBs, things like that are fantastic. So, and just crack open. This says amazing. Skull and Vine booster box. Yeah, it's cheap. That's one of the reasons why I would pick it up. So we've got it on this list. We've got it here for $94, $95. I mean, look at that, since it's released 3 months ago. You know, let's go back to the release. Let's go back to the pure release. So it did actually reach 130. I think that's because everyone talked about a lot of the increased MSRP. You know, naturally these booster boxes could be more expensive than the Sword and Shield era. And look at it now. It's really cheap. Anything $100 or less, guys, it's a good deal. It is a good deal. I don't care, you know, if they're everywhere right now. It is so cheap. It's a bargain. It is straight up a bargain. I think this is still one of the best base sets that we've had in a while. I think it's better than Sword and Shield base. I think it's better than Sun and Moon base. So I think it's a pretty good one. I mean, yes, card prices are falling like crazy, but you can't go wrong for something that's less than $100. Lost Origin. Well, okay. That's another thing I would say. Lost Origin. Okay. $138. Interesting. You know, we already talked about Lost Origin recently about what's been going on because we had the reprints, right? The reprints, look at this, caused it to drop $170. And now we're looking around about 137, 138. Over here in the UK, this is about 115, 120, depending on where you get it from. It is starting to creep up a little bit, but it is still, you know, pretty reasonable price for the Lost Origin. You've got the Giratina, of course. You've got the Aerodactyl. You've got an insane Trainer Gallery set. One of my favourites, honestly. One of my favourites in the Sword and Shield era. And, you know, they talk about the Giratina as well. You know, look at the Giratina. You're over $300. Big money card. You know, big money card. And even here it says, look, Lost Origin is my favorite set from 2022. There you go, even better than Brilliant Stars apparently. You know, and it's obviously got some incredible cards with the Giratina. We look at the Giratina, it did a little bit bounce back, to be fair, only a little bit, but you know, go back a year, this card has just done incredible things. Since its release, it did come out huge, over $200, $220. Then it actually spiked to around that 270, 280. Then it went back down to its original price when it came out. And since then, it has been on the uptick. And it's the, second most expensive card from the Sword and Shield era. Beating the Rayquaza OR VMAX. Huge card. I really rate Lost Origin. And to be honest, I think now's a great time. Now you got the reprints, cheap. You cannot go wrong with Lost Origin. Honestly, like the fact the set was already about 170. Yeah, mad. Charizard UPC. Wow, I've been talking about this for a long time. This is an incredible product. Like, absolutely incredible. You're looking at $100. That's interesting. Price history. Actually, it's gone up. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I haven't really looked at this recently. So, 6 months ago. So, let's take a look at 3 months, okay? So, 3 months, you're looking around 95. Then it went down to like 93. And not much change there. And it's gone back up over $100. We go back a month. And it's been over $100 for the past month. Okay. We go back 6 months. And it did take a little bit of a dip. For like 2-3 months. And then back on the uptick to around $100. However, when it did come out, the hype was real. It was being scalped like crazy, and then the Pokemon Company printed an absolute ton of it, and now look what's happened. It is so good. The amount of value you get in here, you get 16 packs, 3 of which are Evolving Skies, and you get those awesome promos. You get the accessories in there as well, playmat, everything. Today, I still think this is still one of the best products you can pick up for your money, period. It is so good. I think it's going to be even better than the Mew one that's coming out. I don't think the Mew one even matches the Charizard one. Because the Mew one only contains 151 packs. Doesn't contain anything else, whereas this has a nice variety, 3 of which are Evolving Skies, which is absolutely huge. So yeah, I still think this is really good, even just to open. Alright, so they have the Celebrations ETB up next, just the normal ETB. Now, the normal ETB is great. You know, normal ETB is great. I always say the Pokemon Center one's better. But anything Celebrations is pretty good right now. You know, it's getting harder and harder to find. It is, you know, quite pricey. You're looking around $81. It's not cheap. Does come with an insane amount of stuff. I mean, in fact, you get 10 celebration packs, you get 5 normal packs, that's 15 packs. They are the older sets of the Sword and Shield era, so not the greatest, but it's still really good, especially with the promos, all the goodies inside. And I mean, the ETB's pretty much stayed stable, you know, around that $80 mark for the longest time. We go back 6 months, even so, around $80. It hasn't really changed much. We go back a year, and again, around $75 to $80, hasn't really changed much. So you can pick one up. Pretty good. I would probably keep it sealed, to be honest. But you're gonna have to wait a while for it to really appreciate in value, only because I think there's better options with like the UPC and the Pokemon Center versions. But I would say it's a good product, but I wouldn't say it's the best one that they have on this list. It's still pretty good. All right, next up we got the Mew VMAX League Battle Deck. Now, I never choose this one. I think this is probably, I would say maybe for the players. You know, pre-constructed deck. We got $28 for it, which is, you know, pretty good. It does contain like the Mews and the Mew VMAXs. And the price history of this, wow, it's been on the uptick. So we go back 6 months. Okay, so it did drop, and that's kind of being pretty level. I'm not too sure about these. Personally, I never really suggest picking these up. Unless you're a player. Like, if you're getting into the game, these are fantastic, of course. But I just don't know. Now, the Mew VMAX did drop a lot in value with the printing of this. You know, Fusion Strike is a great set. Is this a great product? If you want to, you know, take out the deck and play, absolutely. But if I'm being honest, keep sealed, probably not one of the best. Pikachu VMAX Special Collections. This is a Crown Zenith one. This one's not too bad. I don't normally suggest collection boxes that much unless they're premium. Now this is the one where you get the big Chonkachu promos in there. Not too bad. You know, obviously, you know, Pikachu is a big fan favorite. Crown Zenith is a very strong set. This is $25. It has pretty much been going down ever since. Will this be great? I would say there's better versions or better products of Crown Zenith to pick up, like I said earlier, with the ETBs, the Zacian boxes. If you're going to go for a collection box, in all honesty, guys, get the Zacian ones. You get sleeves in there, you get promos in there, you know, you get the little cool figure, and you get 11 packs. That is an insane one. This one, though, I would probably put it near the bottom of this list that they've suggested so far. And then finally, we've got the Trick or Trade Booster Bundles. Now, I never even picked up any of these. This didn't interest me at all. I'm not too bothered about this. $23. This thing has been going up. Okay, so maybe it's kind of like a little bit of a novelty. You know, maybe people are going to be picking this up for the long haul, mainly because it'd probably be different each year. You know, if you know what I'm saying, if it comes to Halloween. I never picked these up. Personally, I wouldn't suggest these myself. But if this is something, if you want something unique and something a bit different in your collection, then this actually could be a good one. This could actually be a good one. And it's cheap. So I always say cheap is great, right? So that's one thing that you could be looking at to get this, a booster bundle. There you have it, guys. That's what TCG Player has suggested a month or so ago of what sealed products to pick up this year in 2023. A lot of them are quite similar to what I've been saying, whether or not they're booster boxes, whether or not they're certain collection boxes. Crown Zenith, of course, is very good. And specifically the sets. You know, it talked about Lost Origin. It's talked about Crown Zenith. It's talked about Celebrations. These are all great sets. Even Scarlet and Violet era. Obviously, we don't know about Obsidian Flames yet. It's not out. Once it comes out, we'll get a better idea. But I do feel like it's going to be pretty good. Like, if you look back at Scarlet and Violet base, even though it's dropped in value, it's so cheap. It means it's so good to pick up. Same with Paldea Evolved. And I could see the same with Obsidian Flames. Honestly, I could see Obsidian Flames dropping in value for a booster box. But I would wait till like the second wave. I wouldn't worry about picking up just yet. You know, it is quite cheap. I mean, you're looking at what, 110, 115 a box. Over here, Obsidian Flames, I'm seeing them for around about 110, 115. So those are the prices, which isn't too bad, bearing in mind MSRP increase. So we have to wait and see what the full set's going to be like for Obsidian Flames. But the rest of these are pretty good. There's some unique stuff on there I didn't really think of, like the battle decks, quite interesting, and the trick or trade as well. So slight different things, but pretty much along the same line. That's sealed products, but with single cards, if you want to know what's been going on in the market with single cards, there's some big movers, trust me. So make sure to click on this video right here. And if you want more Pokemon content, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that is it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.